Hello everyone, welcome to Tesla Shree channel. So in this video I wanted to give you an update and also share my latest experiences with Tesla FSD beta version 10.5. So in the drive you see here I encountered a lot of road work and construction in Houston. So I thought I'll show you how the beta version handled all that. So you do see the roadwork sign on the left. So there's a lot of road work going on ahead. Uh, so here it did really well. It stopped for the car at the T intersection. But then there were school buses, as you see, trying to merge to the right because the construction up ahead, the left lane was blocked, and then it wanted everyone to move to the right, and then Tesla tried to squeeze through between the gap you see there. So I took over, sent the feedback, and then turned it back on. Now it let the car in front of me merge without any issues, and then it did fine going forward. So as you see in my videos, I am pretty, I am pretty vigilant when using and testing out beta 10.5. So I do, you know, I am ready to take over at any given time. So here you see all the barricades and the road work that's going on. And again, I was really cautious here because there were workers on site. It did recognize the slow sign. It looked like because it was going a little slow. So it handled that part really well. Also, wherever on the screen, wherever you see the visualization are expanded, that's when the beta version is driving and it's the car that's driving, and I am not in I'm not controlling the steering or the acceleration. So just that's the way you can differentiate between when I'm driving versus when beta version is driving on its autonomously. So this is the second part of the driving today, where I encountered a lot of construction, and here it was the construction work or the road work was for almost a mile. So the three lanes that are usually available were merging into one, and that's what you see here. I did speed up the footage a bit because it was a lot of it was a slow moving traffic. But here, as you see, it is driving and it's trying to merge, and let's see how it does. So it was doing fine, but if you notice the screen there where it lays out a trajectory of what it plans to take, it started going, it tried to overtake the white car in front of me and it started going forward. So that's where I took over, and then because there were other cars, too close to me, I didn't want to risk it, so I had to manually take over, and then I drove this stretch and merged over to the single lane, and then when I felt I was safe, I turned it back on. And as you see, there is a lot of construction work and road work going on in this stretch. There were workers present, so I was being really cautious, and I was reporting this drive a lot more. And you do that by pressing the video icon on top right corner of the screen, and so I was reporting and being really careful. But I also had my foot right on top of the brake, just to if I need to immediately take over, I was prepared. And it did great. Like you see, it was able to recognize the barricades, and it recognized it was a construction zone, and it is driving right now. So ideally, if there were no barricades, what it does is it tries to overtake the car in front of you, but it didn't try to do that for this stretch. So which is really good that it identified there's just one lane that is available for you to drive in. And I am doing a voiceover for this video as I did not talk while driving here because it was a construction zone. So bear with me on that. And I will speed up the next part a bit as it drove on its own, didn't need any assistance from me. Uh, that's what you see in the visualization here. So it was a slow moving traffic. But this is where the challenging part for Beta started, as uh, there was a worker with a stop sign and it recognized that, which was great. And like I said, I was still very cautious that if it didn't brake, I would have applied the brakes well in advance, but it did stop for the stop sign. But then, as you see here, it started going forward because the worker with the stop sign moved a little ahead. So I took over and then I turned it back on, but it started moving again to the left lane to try and avoid the worker. So I took over, now I am driving, but I turned it back on because he started walking to see what it would do. But it started hard braking and it started stopping. Well, even the distance was more, it started stopping. So I am driving for now. As you see here, the visualization window is minimized. But just to try it, I again turned it on, and now it started following the worker. I don't know if it is able to pick up on such things, but it's following a moving stop sign now, which was great for me, and that was something new. I would never imagine it would do it. But yeah, there was someone else crossing the intersection there, so I did had to stop just to make sure it doesn't do something that it is not supposed to. So I was being overcautious in this part, and I took it off of beta. So he was still too close to the car, so I didn't want to uh, risk it. So beta was turned off the whole stretch there, and after I got a go, I started driving, and the construction work was over there. But there were two pickup trucks going in front of me, so I'm driving here, and I do get on this. I just wanted to go a little bit away from the construction zone, and then I turned it on here. So the message you see is it was still beta was still not available, so I tried to turn it on, and it doesn't slow down for railway tracks. So that's what you see here. I turned it on, and then there was a railway track right up ahead, and that's why I had to brake myself, and then it disengaged. And another important thing you see here is, like I've mentioned in my previous experiences, it tries to center it too much. So this street especially is a little, it slants a bit to the left. So when it tries to center it, it goes a bit to the left, and you see a lot of potholes there. So that's what you see here. I'm trying to take over a lot and then report that to Tesla. So hope you like this video and enjoyed seeing how the FSD beta version handles work zone, and yeah, it is getting better by the day. So I'm looking forward to the improvements it does over the upcoming months. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.